Yeah, educated young man.
An educated African American. Stupid, bro. I couldn't believe he said that shit. He was confused. He was confused though, bro. It took him a second to say it too. The way he said it, African American?
Nationality. Shit, I knew he was talking about something like that shit.
We rolling. We go.
As soon as we walk out the conference, out the door, bro, why did you say that?
I legit.
All right, man. Episode 1, Bossed Up Podcast. What we got today, man?
Whoa, Moneymade Nero, TSF business. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, the biggest. You know what I'm talking about?
Big Moneymade.
Hey, man, for the people that aren't familiar with you, short explanation of who you are, where you come from.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Moneymade Nero from Bellmead, Texas. Putting on for the co.
No, for sure. We're gonna jump right into it, man. So explain to me, give me some details. Let me know what it was like for you growing up. What some of the first memories of your upbringing? What comes to mind?
Shit, I've been getting money my whole younger youth age. That's all I've been on. You know what I'm saying? Just staying out the way and getting to. I've been living like an old nigga my whole young life.
Yeah.
Saving up my whole youth. I ain't really do the partying and I tried the sports shit, but I was, you know what I'm saying, when you in the streets, it leads you both ways, so
yeah.
You know how that shit go.
Yeah. Both parents in the household, any siblings, anything like
that?
Nah,
see, one thing about me, I grew up with my pops, you know what I'm saying, my mama stayed in Louisiana, and I ain't the only kid, but I got siblings, but they like 20 years older than me, so by the time I was born, they already graduated, had their own spot, you know what I'm saying?
So it's almost like being the only child.
Yeah, so I was raised up as the only kid in the household. And on top of that, my pops was the only kid. Yeah. So that means no cousins, you know what I'm saying? No sisters, no brothers, no cousins. So it was basically just me and my homeboys, me and my friends, not me and my family. Like how most people around here grow up, big family and shit.
Yeah.
I ain't too much had that.
What do you feel about that? You think it would have been better for you to have a bigger family? Did you prefer it like that? Did you enjoy it like that?
Don't get me wrong. As a young nigga, I used to chase like my friends that had a bigger family to try to, you know what I'm saying. But as I got older, shit, I feel like it made me who I am. Like I'm acceptable with that shit now. Like
yeah, that makes sense.
It is what it is. As younger, I ain't too much know that I was just chasing everything.
Now, you said that you've been getting money your whole life.
For sure.
And how I know you is from being a youngster with a retarded amount of money.
For sure.
What pushed you that way? What inspired you to go that way? Most people was playing with toys around the age that you, or playing sports around the age.
Yeah, these niggas had NFL and NBA dreams when I was hustling. But like I said, I was the only kid, and so I could be wrong, but most of these guys nowadays, especially as a kid, is mainly influenced on the older people that they see.
Right.
So I ain't too much help. Like my not only was my pops the only kid, and I was the only kid. My pops was down there 40 when he had me. Right. So his popping the days and all, I never got to see him like that. So by the time I got in the age 10, 11, he was already calm. Everybody around me was calmed down. You know what I'm saying? So. If he 40, you can see what my grandma and them is, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
My people was kind of like on the older stage, so shit, they was always, I still watch my granny go coupons and, you know what I'm saying, pops was, so when I was getting my money, I didn't have no inspiration to spend it on shit. I ain't had no big brother that's getting new shoes. I ain't too much give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, so what I'm asking is like, what pushed you to, so like if your father was an NFL player, you would have been influenced to be an NFL player.
Exactly.
What pushed you to jump in the streets and want some money at such a young age when other people were focused on other things?
I wouldn't say it pushed me, but like I said, it's still gonna go back to I was the only kid, so I was already naturally had to be in the streets to know what I'm saying, to shit, experience anything. It wasn't no fun in the house, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only motherfucker in the house. So
yeah.
I had to actually go in the streets to experience shit, and I was doing shit for money, but for the wrong reason. Like when I was like 8, 9, and I was just a young nigga able to see like, man, shit, fuck all that shit. If I'm out here robbing niggas, getting young nigga robbing niggas or stealing whatever and coming up on this shit and blowing it, I might as well start saving and investing it. And that's just what I started doing, you know what I'm saying?
Now, when we talk about a youngster and having money and stuff like that, like, give us a ballpark. We're not talking about no couple $100 at a young age. Give us a ballpark of what kind of money range we talking about as a youngster.
I know man, I know I came in high school at least like 50, 60,000 up my freshman year. My brother, free my brother named Raylan. He my twin, honestly. He locked up right now on a 10-year bid, free him. But that's whenever this Hood Rich Pablo and all that shit was going on. We was about 7th, 8th grade. He was like, bro, you know what Hood Rich is? He like 30 bands, you Hood Rich, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
And I been had that before I was in high school. And that was like 7th grade year type shit. So
Yeah.
that's how that shit really played out.
That's insane, bro. So my question was that I had down was what inspired you to get money the way that you did, and that kind of already answered that. My next question was, what are your thoughts on saving money as far as your strategy of how to save money? You was a youngster. Most people not even used to touching that kind of money. How are you not out spending it on dumb shit as a youngster? What was your strategies?
I fell in love with the game. I fell in love with spending 10, spending 5, making 10, spending 10, making 15, I fell in love with that. I didn't fall in love with spending 5, making 10, and getting some shoes and whatnot. I needed that whole 10 so I can go make this 15. I fell in love with that. Like, that's what I fell in love with. I used to put everything into the pot and try to make everything back and do it all again.
Right.
So like you say, by the time I really realized what the fuck I was going on, I was already up.
Yeah.
By the time I was ready to go into school, freshman year, it was just like, damn, I'd have been doing this shit. Started with $200, and then shit just grew.
Yeah, see, to me, that's crazy because if you know how to do that, you know how to run damn near a Fortune 500 company, you know what I'm saying? Because those same skill sets are what, you know, will make people successful in the business world. So for you to be able to have the ability to do that at such a young age, that's insane to me. To me, that's what separates you from a lot of people. My next question, you know, we ain't gonna touch too much on this situation because all the blogs already covered all this shit, but we're talking about the M when you caught the charge.
Yeah.
One of my questions, like I said, I want to touch on this subject and get off of it because it's already on plenty of other blogs. What goes through a young man's mind when he's facing capital murder?
Shit. Everybody different, you know what I'm saying? As far as you asking me personally, because I was locked up with multiple people that was facing capital murder, and everybody taking different, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, me coming from the lifestyle I was going to the lifestyle I was going to, and understanding that capital murder, I could be doing this for the rest of my life. I never really took that it was jail. Like, I was just basically coming from my lifestyle to this lifestyle, and that's what was like, man, this shit, I know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, hell nah.
Yeah.
We can get in detail. I've been since high school wearing polo boxes and because I had to go wear tighty whities and you know what I'm saying. I'm used to waking up feeding I've been not only was I making money at a young age, I've been supporting myself. I've been like you know what I'm saying doing grown man shit for myself as a young age too. So
Yeah.
it was just like man, I can't speak on other niggas because other niggas probably ain't. But on my end, it was like man, this shit right here ain't nothing that a man's supposed to be into. You know what I'm saying?
And with your situation, with the circumstances of that situation, did you kind of already feel you was gonna beat it?
Nah, hell nah.
thought
Like
you
I
was
say,
gonna
I was
go
already
hard.
acceptance that I'm gonna be in jail. Like that was too much. I've been in the streets my whole life, so I understood what was coming with. You know what I'm saying? What come with everything. But
So you wasn't expecting to beat it.
nah, hell
You
nah.
prepared for the long ride.
Yeah, I was prepared for the long ride because, like I say, people were saying I was gonna beat it, but what niggas don't know is I was fighting the laws. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting a regular case or just on some. I was fighting a regular case, but I wasn't fighting some regular shit. Like the law saying, "Oh, we got this, or we got," and I'm knowing this line. So I don't know how the fuck. I don't know if we can prove these laws are lying. I don't know what all kind of shit they trying to ban on me. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I was like, "Fuck that shit." Like shit, I'm gonna fight it all the way, but I'm just gonna fight it. That's all I was on. As far as like I'm good, hell nah, hell nah. You don't never want to say you good when these laws trying to pin shit on you. You don't know what the fuck they can do. You don't know what they got.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm sure. You know, I'm glad it played out the way that it got. I wish we could have just not had that whole situation, but I'm glad that you were able to beat it and you were able to come home, continue chasing your dreams and stuff like that, man. And again,
for sure.
we're gonna get on that subject and get off of it. There's plenty of other blogs that cover plenty of that. My next question, man, what does it take to get? What do you think it would take to get the youngster's mind to click from the streets / crashing out and start thinking more business and thinking more successfully? Because I take you as one of the youngsters that are an outlier that you're not a crash out. You're not a dummy. You know, you got a good business sense. You got a good mind. What does it take for your generation to get their mind to click from setting themselves up for failure and going down that road and start thinking money and success and business.
Like that's it. It's the understanding of money. So half these guys in the streets nowadays that I be around don't understand money. And when I say don't understand money, you can't. If you can, half these guys, you can give them $1 million and they're gonna run back through it, be doing the same shit. So if you want to stop that type of shit, you gotta actually start teaching understanding the money. That I feel like people don't really understand, like how to work for $1,000 and manage $1,000 until you can do it again. See what I'm saying? Other than most of these guys, even when they do try to go get a job and they get their $500 whatever check, it's gone. They gotta get their shoes. They gotta go get their, you know what I'm saying? So it all comes down to the managing money. And if you can't manage money, anybody that don't have money is gonna do anything it takes to get money.
Right. You think it starts small?
It starts.
Let's learn how to manage that $100, that $200.
Yeah, because once you do that, you gonna understand how to make money. And niggas not just doing shit. Just some niggas crashing out, but niggas not just crashing out. Niggas is hungry. Niggas is broke. Niggas is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is not just broke, not touching the money, but they don't know how to keep accumulation of funds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can dig that. My next question is, do you have any regrets in your life? And if you could change anything from your past, would you?
Shit. It's like a double-edged sword with me as far as being in the streets. Because like I say, I'm very talented, but I was never able to show that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was too busy in the streets. So I feel like some of these guys that I didn't grow up with, some of these guys that went to college and did good things as far as sports-wise and other things with their life. And I feel like I was just, you know what I'm saying, just as talented in the same ball game as them. But I took a different route. And it put me through a whole lot of bullshit, and my family through a lot of bullshit. Yeah, I came out on top in the end, but this shit's still going on. So it's like, hell yeah. I mean, I can't say I regret it, but I do understand that shit. I probably would have made a different decision.
If you could change anything, what would it be from your past?
Shit, I mean, shit's just not getting in the streets, not falling in love with that street money. Stay a kid.
Yeah.
For real.
I tell youngsters that all the time, especially my kids, man. You're going to be grown the rest of your life.
Yeah,
you only get to be a kid for a short period of your life.
Yeah, for sure. I was paying bills at 15. I went and bought my own car and own little condos and all kind of shit. 15, 16. I ain't even let my people buy my school clothes and shit. I was, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of rushed myself into that shit. I was not, I ain't have a childhood. I ain't go to none of this shit. I ain't go to the clubs they was going to. I ain't go to the graduation parties. I ain't go to none of that shit. I was ready to leave school, go get some motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to the sports game. I went to La Vega 2019, so we won state twice. Yeah. I ain't do that though. You know what I'm saying? I could have had 2 rings type shit. So it be little shit like that where you can say a nigga kind of regret, but shit, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, we talked about this plenty of times. We've gone round and round in circles about this shit because I've told you, I feel like young niggas like jail.
Yes.
So my question is, do young niggas like jail? Because here's my thought process. If you want to go to college, you will be taking the proper steps to go to college. If you're taking all these steps to end up in jail, at some point, and you watch your whole family go to jail, at some point, it looks like you must like jail.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you believe young niggas like jail?
I don't think a nigga like jail, but I think a nigga just don't understand the well-beings of doing things to end them in jail until it's too fucking late.
Yeah.
A nigga you might yell at me right now, and I know that I'll go to jail if I flip out this bitch, but shit, some niggas can't intake that. I might just flip out in this bitch, and then when I'm in jail, I'm like, damn, I should never did that. That's too motherfucking late, though.
Yeah.
And when niggas come out, and a nigga might go through the same situation, shit, a nigga don't like jail, though. But you know what I'm saying? Nigga just can't control shit, what they got going, man.
See, because I've always been the type of motherfucker to learn from other people's mistakes. And my whole family went to prison, and I feel like that's what kept me out of prison. I watched my daddy go to prison. I watched my brothers go to prison. All my cousins, uncles. I got a cousin fixing to come home from an M. Shit, he been locked up since my freshman year. Shit, he been gone about 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And for a motherfucker that's able to understand their surroundings and learn from other people's mistakes, I feel like you can make those adjustments. But it goes back to what we talked about earlier. Some people just don't understand.
Yeah, man, these niggas don't understand, man. These niggas, a lot of people out here just following the wave, following the hype, and they don't know that this wave and hype will get their ass bammed up until it's too late.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I was the same way though. I mean, shit.
They not know though. The streets, like, you know, since the early '90s with the gangs and the crime and everything, like, we see where this shit goes. It's 30 years deep now and shit, and we've seen all our people go to jail. So how
that don't matter, cause this how this street shit work. You don't get caught every day.
Yeah.
You get caught once. You maybe get caught 3-4 times a year or whatever. So what that mean is, throughout the month, you're going 5-6 months, like on some smaller. We could break it down smaller shit. Niggas know not to smoke in the car and drive.
Right.
You know, you get pulled over, they searching you. You're going. If you got a gun, it's gonna just open up doors. Right. But niggas still do it because 9 times out of 10, how many safe trips do they make?
Right.
And now when them lights finally hit, now it's like, damn, I should never did it. Come back to what I just said.
Yeah.
Niggas not just wanting to go to jail, but man, bro, niggas is out here living their everyday life in certain circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in certain areas, and it just come with the game, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I think you said something real important, man. And I think that's the truth. You get away with it so many times, and you get comfortable.
You just start living.
Yeah, and you think that it ain't gonna come, and until that day that it comes.
Till it come.
Yeah.
Nigga be out here punching down on everybody till that one time you go to a fight and them laws out there waiting on you.
Yeah.
A nigga be out here serving everybody till that one bite, it ain't good no more.
Right.
Like a wise man told me, my big brother told me, he locked up, shit, facing some time right now too. He told me, bro, it's good till it's not good.
Right.
I'm cool till I'm not cool. Mm-hmm. And shit, that's how that shit go. It should be good till it don't be good. A nigga, I know niggas be out here shooting shit every day until that one time they get caught.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that, man. I think you touched on some good points. What would you say are the most important things that you learned from the rap game since taking it seriously and getting signed?
Marketing. You gotta market yourself. You gotta put yourself in front of everybody. A nigga told me, I was told that you don't need 1 million people to like you, to like you or know what I'm saying, to like your music. You just need 1 million people to know that you make music. If you can have 1 million people to know that you make music, you're gonna see some kind of outcome in that. And most people don't get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's all just about marketing, man. You gotta market yourself. I learned that. That's all I basically was doing.
How long have you been taking music serious?
Shit, the top of the year. I got off. So all this shit hit quick with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't started rapping till 2021. And I ain't truthfully started rapping till I started getting heavy into the streets type shit. Right. So 2022, I got signed. About mid 2022, towards the end of 2022, I got signed. At the end of 2022, I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? I got out around March 2023, and I got locked up again around June 2023. And I ain't get off house arrest till January 2024.
Right.
So now we at January 2025, and January 2024 is when I actually start moving.
So you started 2021, and about a good 1.5, 2 years of that, you were set back with your cases and stuff like that?
Yeah, every 3 months I was going to jail from 2021 to 2024. Well, till I got off house arrest. Every 3 months I was going to jail, doing bids, I was getting house arrest. It was just something going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you wanted to start taking it serious, that's when the cases started kind of derailing what you wanted to do with the rap shit.
Nah, I ain't started taking it serious till I caught them cases, and I had to take it serious.
Oh, so you just picked it up.
So meantime, that 2021 through 2023, I wasn't just taking it serious, but I was still, like I say, marketing and investing. So I was still moving and I was still doing my business, but I wasn't taking it serious as far as I was just having fun. So 2024, after all that happened, when all that having fun came back on my ass, it was time to lock in. Shit.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You think your eyes are open with those situations?
Hey, yeah, man, getting shot and losing it all saved my life. Like I say, bro, I'm 20. Damn, I'm 23 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be 24. But I've been up, bro, since I was like 12, 11 years old. I can't name a time where I was under $20, $30, $40,000. I can't name a time where I was less than $30,000 for sure, as far as a kid. So when I was coming home. And, you know, I had to spend all my money to beat this case. Yeah. So I came home in a whole different position that I've never been in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, niggas don't know, but bro, in a matter of 4 months, I lost down to like $150,000 as far as fighting the case, bonding out, lawyer fees, and so I was nobody knew what I had, you know what I'm saying? But when I was in jail, I had to make some certain calls and I had to show certain people up.
Yeah.
You know, I had to put other people in my business. And when you do that shit, man, that shit get to flying like motherfucking candies. Now I got all these other niggas' responsibilities on top of my responsibilities, and I'm in jail, can't make no more. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that shit really saved my life, though, because I feel like if I ain't go through what I went through, I wouldn't have that extra urge. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like everybody that fully make it had a time where they went broke. And one thing about me, I was not gonna go broke by spending it. You see, a lot of these niggas get $200,000-$300,000 on what they say, I spent it here, I blew it, I spent it. I wasn't gonna do that. So I feel like shit, the higher powers had to put me through some shit for me to lose it to make this shit back in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Or I was gonna be dead or in jail for life doing the shit I was doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you beat the case, but you spent everything getting out of that situation.
Right.
So the mindset was that this has to work now.
It gotta work. And yeah, I be everything whooping. I can't. Every other time I was taking little baby L's, I could rely on my leftover fundings and, you know what I'm saying, what I'm doing to come back. But when this shit got gangster, man, niggas don't understand. When this shit when they get on your trail, you got two choices. You can niggas do two things. Niggas get out the way and move totally different, or niggas try to run it up real quick before they come, because they know that, you know what I'm saying, they know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I picked the other way, man. I chose to get the fuck on and do some other shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I felt like you rolled the dice enough.
I rolled the dice enough. Yeah, man. That's my first time going, like, far as social media wise, everybody knowing, but that wasn't my first life or death encounter from the streets or from the jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and I'm just trying to put the timeline together. You got signed to Sauce Walka before
2022.
2022.
Let's say August.
And then shortly after that, you caught.
December 2022, I got shot. Caught a murder case.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm just saying that so we can kind of put the timeline together. So my next question was, what is it like to get signed by Sauce Walka, one of the biggest influencers, one of the biggest artists in Texas? And what is it like being able to study his hustle from behind the scenes? It's one thing for everybody else to get the perspective of watching him on Instagram. You get the privilege of studying his hustle behind the scenes. So what was it like to get signed by Sauce Walka? And what is it like to study his grind behind the scenes?
To get signed by him was the biggest blessing, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, I was out here moving, doing my own thing, but that most definitely did boost my value, and you know what I'm saying? Actually be able to help me when I came home, when I was taking it serious, it helped a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it was the biggest blessing. Now as far as when you say studying and watching, don't get me wrong, I'm just a studying type guy, so it don't take much for me to learn from a person. So I have learned a lot of details, but truthfully, man, coming from where I'm coming from, losing how I was losing, and coming from where going through what I'm going through, when I came home, I chose not to get up on the wall. I chose not to get up on him. I chose to go my own route. That's kind of, it could be a plus, it could be a bad, you know what I'm saying? But shit, that's just what I chose. So, but like this year, I had a conversation with him, and this year we plan on fully, you know what I'm saying, going in a little bit harder. But I just had to get it on my own for a year, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really, I ain't really fully benefited from that yet, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't dove in all that.
I ain't dove into that part yet.
How did you go about, how did the situation of you getting signed come about with Sauce Walka? Was that the plan?
Nah. So, like I say, man, I was a dealer's real signee. You know what I'm saying? He was doing the dealer's real. He was saying, it was me and 3 others. I think about 4 people got signed when I got signed.
Yeah.
He was doing the dealer's real. Certain niggas come in, do the song. I got a song with Peso. Me and Peso and Sauce Walka got a song together called Have You Ever? And shit, when we made that song, the bond was there. Everything was just authentic. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I was already moving beforehand, so I was running to Peso so much. Just he got a show, I'm booked up. You know what I'm saying? So me and Peso already kind of had a relationship behind the scenes, and he kind of like stamped it for me, like, hey, wow, look, this little nigga working. Like you know what I'm saying? He not just no rap nigga that just want to be around, and he just stamped me. You know what I'm saying? So and shit, about a week later, I got the call and Walker saying he gonna sign me. And I was like, shit, let's do it.
And y'all shot the video on the spot. You already had the song ready, or did y'all make?
The song and all that was done before I got signed. It was probably like that. That was our first time actually coming across each other. You know what I'm saying? So when we did the song, we came across each other, meet each other, vibe, talk, you know what I'm saying? Thugged it out and shit. A week later, that's whenever I got the call. The song wasn't even out, none of that shit. This is all behind the scenes shit.
It just made sense.
It just all made sense.
Was it something you had to debate about? Did you take a long time to make your mind this is what you wanted to do, or did you know immediately this is the move?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. At the time, I was still having fun. I was still popping it. This was before all this shit happened. So I was just like, fuck it, come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like shit, come on. I ain't.
So you knew immediately this is what you wanted.
Yeah. Immediately, I was just like, come on, let's do it. I ain't really think about it.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, come on, let's do it.
Yeah. What are some of the differences you've seen in your career with having a manager versus working without one?
Shit, an artist, once you get motion, you're gonna need some manager because everybody don't want to talk to the artist personally because you gotta understand, as artists, we let off certain personas that might not seem like, you know what I'm saying? We might be jackasses, so you might not want to reach out to us on the internet because you might not know what the fuck we saying, you know what I'm saying? Or shit, we might seem like we're too big to be able to contact, you know what I'm saying? So, and that it do be true, you get lost in the file. So you also need that person in the middle to be able to get in, lock things in with you because you'll miss out on a lot of money if you don't. And also, shit, managers, they help you with a lot, like as far as opening up doors, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's I can't really explain it, but you need a manager to be able to get into certain doors that you can't get in by yourself.
Yeah. So I know plenty of promoters that they just not gonna put no money in no rappers.
Yeah, man, I mean, niggas be looking at us like we high, fucked up with the whoop, and you don't know what the fucking nigga gonna say.
And you don't know who you're dealing with. I don't know you personally. I'm trying to send you a large amount of money through the internet and shit like that. And I may never hear or see for you again. So I know a lot of people that they just not gonna put no money in just no artist's hand like that. So they gonna want that median to take care of the business.
Oh, for sure.
What are some of your goals for the next 5 years with your career? Where do you see yourself at? What do you see yourself doing?
5 years, man, with my career, you know, shit, I just plan on keep on investing, opening doors, you know, shit. The rap shit is just my way in, you know. Like I said, I'm a businessman, so I got multiple avenues of revenues that I plan on investing in and starting within the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I plan on having about 5-6 businesses going on top of the rap shit.
Yeah. So say you're looking to parlay the motion into something else, other business ventures and stuff like that. Use your rap popularity into other business ventures.
Oh yeah, nah. Like that's one of the things I see from Walk. You know what I'm saying? He got multiple avenues of resources. You know what I'm saying? Multiple business brands and things like that. And that's what I like to look up to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. Yeah. I like multiple business brands and things like that. Anything to keep me in the lifestyle of where I'm coming from, but on the other side of the board. You know what I'm saying? So.
What's it like juggling a rap career and being a first-time father?
Shit, with me, it ain't too much of nothing, because I just look at like, whatever got to get done, got to get done. You know what I'm saying? My baby need me to be here, I'm going to be here. If I need to be here at this show, I'm going to be there regardless of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't let nothing stop me, neither hand. I can't let my son stop what I got going on. I can't let what I got going on stop with my son. You know what I'm saying? I mean, take it how the fuck you want to take it. It's just the real of the real. You know what I'm saying? When you chasing major accomplishments, it's got to get done. You know what I'm saying? So you can come up, I mean, shit. There ain't no troubles with me. I'm gonna make shit happen. You know, I call 20 motherfucking niggas and make sure this shit get done regardless.
Yeah, and that shit made me crack a smile there for me, because that's the perfect answer. And I think more people need to hear that from people. You know what I'm saying? You're not just a full-time rapper. You're not just out living reckless and crazy. You got a full family that you take care of your family at the crib and shit too.
Yeah, and other outside motherfucking businesses and things. You know, some of that nature. Like I say, shit. Yeah, what come with the game? Niggas want to be grown, but they don't want to be grown, bro. They don't want to pay no phone bill. They don't want to pay rent. They don't want to have to take care. They don't want all the responsibilities. You put that shit on these niggas, they be crying and coming up with all kind of excuses not to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't gonna get into that. We'll make niggas mad in this motherfucker.
Yeah, but no, more people do need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a balance and shit. I feel like if you don't take care of yours and your even if it ain't a kid, even if it's some responsibilities of yours, if you neglect that, shit, you out of balance, and this shit ain't ever gonna work out the way that it is. So your answer makes me proud.
For sure.
Shit, what's it like trying to launch a rap career out of Waco? What's the dynamic? What are some of the struggles? What are some of the advantages?
Hey man, I ain't even just gonna limit it to Waco because I don't even want to get into all that. But coming from small artists and coming from smaller cities, you know what I'm saying? From seeing from coming from a smaller city, seeing what I'm seeing. Also, when I go to the bigger cities, we just at a big disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Like
just
what?
the number is just it's a fucking numbers game. For example, I'm trying to get like I say, 1 million people to see me rap. I can't do that in my city.
Right.
People in Houston can do that
Right.
without leaving their city. So it's just a numbers game, you know what I'm saying? It's just shit. It's a numbers game, man. And the numbers come all the way around the board. The numbers come with support. You know what I'm saying? Out of 1 million people, how many can you get to support you? It comes with everything. It just come with it.
Yeah, I definitely do.
So I for sure feel like artists that's coming from a smaller city got them way more harder than these guys coming from the bigger city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I come from, we graduated about 200 people in our class. Walked them in Houston, these niggas got about 1,000, 2,000 people just in their graduation class. Like,
Right.
it's a different ball game.
Yeah, man. Shit. That's really all I got for you, man.
Whoa.
Anything else you got in closing? Anybody you want to shout out? Anything else you want to say before we get up out of here? And where can they follow you at?
Shit, I ain't got too much to say. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's Moneymade Nero, Big Moneymade. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, TSF.BigMoneyMade. And shit, 2025, we got a lot of big new shit, big shit coming on. Need everybody stay tuned to this shit, you know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Hey, man. And with that, bro, this episode 1, man.
Episode 1, man. Y'all tap in, man. Bossed up. What you call it?
The Bossed Up Podcast, man.
Bossed Up Podcast. Come over here and get bossed up, man. This shit going on over here, man. Bossed Up Podcast. You want some motion? You want to get bossed up? You need some boss talk? This where it's at. Whoa.
And we out. Boom.
Yeah. You already know what it is, man. Double back. The right shot. We in this thing.